Real life street stars. We in here with a motherfucking legend. Jody motherfucking Breeze, the young gunner, but you probably the OG gunner now.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it.
Amen, amen. Man, it's a pleasure to have you in here today. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I appreciate y'all for having me too. Respect, bro.
Now, you know, we know who you are and they know who you are, but you know, we have some slow people in the back. So for everybody who don't know, tell them where you're from.
Well, I'm originally from Griffin, Georgia, like 30 miles below Atlanta, Georgia. So, but I'm from Atlanta. I'm real Atlanta, like the real Atlanta.
The real Atlanta.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a little different now. So when I say real Atlanta, I don't mean to, you know, down the A right now, but I'm talking about like real Atlanta.
If any nigga from Atlanta know what real Atlanta means.
Yeah.
So you've been rapping for a long time, even as a youngin'. How did you get into the music? Well, before that, how did you get into music, period?
Well, to be honest with you, I always, you know, as coming up as a kid, I always listened to music. And I was always a fan of people who was real dope with music. But me personally getting into music, I started rapping when I was like 17, 18 years old. And I rapped one time for one of the homies in the neighborhood. And he heard me rap. I was just bullshitting. And you know, bro say, you know, he wasn't gonna give me nothing else. We wasn't gonna do no more drugs, no more nothing. I'm just gonna rap. So I tried it out just for a little second, and I ended up rapping on this radio station called 97.9 with DJ Skills. And what a lot of people don't know about me, I used to battle.
Oh, you used to do the battle rap shit?
Yeah, I used to battle rap niggas all the time, right? So my very first time rapping, I called in the radio station and I had to battle some dude named Clone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I gave them niggas business, like, and I wouldn't even really own that rap shit, but it was like, it was so easy for me to do, I was giving niggas the business. So they made a car show for me in Macon, Georgia, in this little car lot.
Yeah.
And they had, this when 50 just did that song to Ja Rule.
Oh, shit.
You say you a gangster, but you, yeah. So, I had to battle this dude for 3 rounds for 5 days, and it was different people or whatever. So we ended up at the car show. It was this dude named Clone that lived across the street from the car show, and he was kind of like regular as fuck. And back then I had the herringbone and golds and little plaques and shit. So I was outside. Man, I gave home the business straight up.
And during the car show, going against Clone, did you ever hear from Clone again? I mean, just in general. Oh, so it was done after that.
Yeah, never.
There you go. First career day.
Now I do gotta ask you, cause I'm a huge battle rap fan. Do you still watch battle rap, or do you fuck with it at all?
Sometimes I be catching little clips and shit on my phone.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you fuck? Cause I know when you did the battle, it was on the beat, right?
Yeah, it was on the beat.
It was on the beat. Do you fuck with the no beat? Niggas just going, you know, prepared.
It's dope, especially like some of them niggas who be doing it.
Yeah. They
don't master that shit, so.
Thanks.
It's dope.
Thanks. Now, the first time I actually heard about you was Stay Fresh. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They were, you know, Jazze Faye got this, you know, got that sound, you know, but it made its way all the way out here.
Right.
You mentioned that Greg Street was actually helpful in making that transition happen to where you were heard out here in Dallas.
Well, actually, DJ Greg Street was on radio out here in Dallas at the time, and he was also on V103 in Atlanta. And that car show I was telling y'all about that I battled old boy.
Yeah.
This dude named Noon, which is from Noontime. Like he's really like kind of like a J Prince out there. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
shit.
He like one of them little low key
right.
industry cats that hold a lot of weight. You know what I mean? So he's the one who found me at that car wash. I mean at that car shop. But he was managing Jazze Faye at the same time. So that's how me and Jazze got together through him. He took me to Jazze the same day.
Cause wasn't that one of his first songs that kind of made it big?
Jazze had a song called "Show Enough" with what's that dude name here? I think he was from Tennessee. Girls in the club,
showing love. Taking ass, yeah.
I think that was his breakout.
But he wasn't on the track though. It was actually just him.
He was on the track.
Oh, he was
he
on.
He did the track and he was on the hook.
Okay.
He was the one singing the hook.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, even when you first met Jazze, was that something that, of course, were you more of a fan of the man or the production?
I was a fan of Jazze as a whole, cause he's good people and he was born to do the shit he do. Period. Like he's a musician.
And low key, y'all stole Greg Street from us.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all took him back. My God, he was giving us that look, and all of a sudden he back in the A, man.
Greg is a part of that team, like Noon, Jazze, and it's like Noon time. They had like a little big little thing going on, and for Noon to sign me at that time was a big deal too, because only T.I was the only thing that was like the biggest thing in Atlanta. Like when I came out. Shit got real.
When you came out, did they have a plan for you as far as what was the expectation for you?
The plan was, and what this is what people need to understand about me too, and why a lot of people don't know who I really am. You know what I mean? Because when I started, it really was, I had no competition. My only competition was T.I.
Right.
And I'm being honest. I'm like, out of all rappers, period, my only competition was T.I. And to me, not shoot shots at bro, like, but he wasn't no competition to me. You know what I mean? Like I felt like, no, I'm that nigga. And I was young, and you know what I mean? Like niggas knew, like, yeah, bro, I'm coming stupid. So I came in like on some non-rapper shit. Okay, you want me to rap? Let's rap. So that was the plan.
And it's crazy. So that was 2005 when that Stay Fresh dropped, right? 2000.
Stay Fresh dropped in 2003.
2003.
I met Noon in October of 2003. We dropped Stay Fresh like the end of 2003, like December, January. And that's when I met Block and Boyz in the Hood came in 04, 05 and all that old shit.
So talk about that. How did that come about? Because I was hearing that Rick Ross was supposed to be in the group.
Like, the original group was supposed to be me, Trick Daddy, Lil Wayne.
What the fuck?
T.I.
Nigga, what?
That's the original Boyz in the Hood
Nigga.
group. You feel what I'm saying? But I didn't want to rap with them because they was already
established
on, you know what I mean? So I told Block, like, no, find some niggas who and niggas need to understand that whole shit came from me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's my way. And I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.
Well, you were the lead voice. I mean,
can't nobody question me with this, man. Like, I don't give a fuck what these niggas talking about.
Fact.
That's my way.
Fact.
So I told Block, these are facts, true story. This is what people don't really understand. I can say this to them, anybody. Like, I told Block, like, yo, go get some people you know that's hungry like me, that's fuck around like how I'm getting down, and we can do the group. He already had the group in his mind. He had the group idea before, like a year before I came.
He settled on that name, or was that a name?
Yeah, he already had Boyz. He already had. That's his genius to this. You know what I mean?
Right.
He already had the campaign. He knew he wanted the Boyz in the Hood from the South, like NWA from the South.
Right.
But he didn't have the people. That's where they don't give me my credit at. Like, I popped a lot of this shit up.
Right.
Me alone, you know what I mean? Like, my campaign alone, and they know that.
Yeah.
So for me to just stay humble and stay cool, how I be cool, and when these people know I'm him.
Facts.
Like, I'm him.
I gotta ask though, cause I remember when that beat hit, with the Boyz in the Hood. I remember a lot of niggas wanted to make beats like that. It was like a certain sound.
That was Nitty on the beat. Nitty was Nitty the same one that did Jock is going down.
Yeah. Okay.
And Nitty did a lot of our shit. Shout out to Nitty. Nitty was a real hood producer. He was stupid hard.
I gotta ask you, how did you, when you heard that beat, did you immediately, cause that chorus was so hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was it?
That whole album, bro, was my album. The album that I already had, I had an album called A Day in the Life.
Yeah.
I already had put a CD out that was called Stacking Paper. This before any of Boyz in the Hood or anything that come with Boyz in the Hood.
Yeah.
So I got a whole CD out that got Slim Thug, Trick Daddy, 8 Ball, Manny Fresh, Jazze.
Yeah, Pop.
David Bell, all these people is talking on this CD, telling everybody like, look, this little nigga is coming. Yeah. At this time, this was unheard of.
Not for real. Not for real. And it's crazy because with that, just going into the Boyz in the Hood, you know, you and this is just me as a fan, you was the standout on that. You know what I'm saying? You was that nigga to where like not only did you capture the world, but it's like they looking for more from you.
Right.
And I'm just curious as far as in Atlanta at that time, you know, because it was making hits after hits.
Right.
Was that the song that y'all was gonna run with from your knowledge, or was it something else that you felt should have been your push personally?
Shit, to be honest with you, bro, we had so many songs. I had so many songs that Block was a part of Noon and Show Enough. Like Show Enough Records had, which is Jazze label, had me and Sierra. Sierra was his artist signed through Atlantic or one of these little record labels, and I was through Warner Brothers. Listen, bro, let me tell you something. I'm his first rap artist, she his first R&B artist. You had Jody Breeze and Sierra. Sierra took the fuck off and did what the fuck she did. I took the fuck off, did what the fuck I did. You couldn't plan it.
Right. First 2 for 2.
You see what I'm saying? Like you couldn't plan it. And at that time, like the circle was me, Sierra, Lloyd, Polo the Don, Kerry Hilson, Jonte Austin, B Cop.
That was the camp.
This is the circle, bro. Like this is what a lot of people don't know where I come from. I come from like really greatness. Like all these people is great. They wonderful artists. So I look at the game different. I was way ahead of this shit. And I kind of like just like I let shit be.
And y'all was young at the time.
I was young.
Yeah, you was young. Was everyone older than you that was in everybody. So you was kind of the you know, you had the most to learn in it.
I'm the young one that like I don't get no fuck.
Now, you might have been young, but you was everywhere. Cause I remember going in the club and seeing you in the DJ booth, like in motherfucking, you know, in the hood. Like and I was like you was just saying, one of your songs, Stacking Paper. That was one of my favorite songs. You and Slim Thug. How did you build such a big network at a young age like that? Like, cause you was literally everywhere. Like, I remember, like, I used to work for a man named James Shepard. He owned a record store down here called Eargasm, and I remember he used to book you for shows. Like, it's just so crazy because, like, I remember you did a show in Arlington.
In Arlington, yeah.
It had to be 06, some shit like that.
Texas was turned, man.
Yeah. So how did you build your network so big at such a young age?
It was really through Noon and Jazze and all the connects and affiliation that they had. People just fuck with me. You know what I mean? So I wasn't no just too shy of a guy. So I fuck with people who I fuck with, and we made a whole lot of connections everywhere. But I was fucking with people in Texas. Greg Street put me on Texas.
Yeah.
So him being out here in Dallas and breaking Stay Fresh, this is where I caught these on my first shows.
Right.
So I got to fuck with Trey and Slim Thug, Mike Jones and Paul Wall and Jay Prince. I've been to the ranch. I holler at homie like I fuck with these people. That's why I'm out here right now. That's why I'm doing this interview, because to be honest with you, I don't do this shit.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate that for sure. As a big fan. Now with the first project, of course, I was seeing situations where it was like half the staff wouldn't come to the shows, or it was like and then y'all slowly dwindled away. The first group did, and then y'all came back with another group with Gorilla Zoe. What was and I felt like y'all had two different sounds, but it worked both times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For you being the head honcho, you know what I'm saying, especially on the second album, which sound did you prefer? The first Boyz in the Hood or the second Boyz in the Hood?
Really, the first Boyz in the Hood sound was me. Like, I'm on all the hooks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
basically.
That was my sound. They just put they verses on it.
Right.
You know, and it's a couple songs where we all went in on the song, but like niggas know, like, bro, that's what I was doing.
Right.
So they don't like to give me my credit for that. they like to take credit for all the shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, cause it was some long night. It was a lot of shit going on, especially at that time, cause shit was real then. Like, we wasn't just rapping to make a fucking song, bruh. We in this motherfucker for real with whatever we talking about.
Now, I'm the only nigga who I felt like, and this was just my opinion, the niggas who I picked out the group was always you and Big Gee. Cause Big Gee was
dumb hard.
He had, look, I don't know what it was about that nigga. He looked like, and then I looked at that nigga, he used to look like my motherfucking uncle. I was like, I just know that nigga.
He dumb hard, bro, and motherfuckers just they don't have a clue. Like, that motherfucker got balls. Like, that real shit. Balls.
Yeah.
And he from McKinneyville, like real Atlanta. Like,
yeah. That shit crazy.
Shout out to Gee, Duke, Mom Dukes, you know, all that, man. Real ATL shit.
So now, I gotta ask you, do you like the way that ATL is being represented? Because you, as a man of bars, you know what I'm saying? Like, you come from a place of where niggas rap. You know what I'm saying? The old Atlanta. And now it's like Atlanta is on. It's always been on from when I was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, how do you feel about the state of just the Atlanta music scene right now?
I mean, it's some young nigga shit. It's the young generation. It's a new generation. And it's a new time. It's a new era. It's like, this is what I pride myself in as an artist and being in the industry. Like, we really got out here and got it, bro. We ain't have no internet. It was no motherfucking take pictures all the time and video what you do. If we videoed what we did, we would have broke the internet.
Facts.
Straight up.
Freaknik?
I'm talking about straight up broke the motherfucking internet. So the shit motherfuckers be doing, it's almost like, bruh, if that's what it took for you to get to be where you at, salute to you, but we ain't the same.
Yeah.
This ain't the same kind of shit.
And, you know, I do want to ask, when you were with the Boyz in the Hood hype, and as you was moving around, you said you got a lot of comparisons as far as, you know, your only closest competition for you was technically T.I.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a situation where you ran into Tip?
Seen Tip plenty of times.
And was that competition ever vocal between y'all two as far as a show or anything like that?
Nah, not necessarily, because to be honest with you, I fought with his camp. I fought with people in his camp. Yeah. And people in his camp fought with people in my camp. So it was always like, it's still a family thing. Right. But as far as me and him, like, you know, it took a little time for him to respect this shit, you know what I mean? Like, I just had to show, like, I had to show everybody, like, bruh, I do this shit for real and I can hold my own anywhere, at any time, with anybody.
No, facts.
You see what I'm saying? And you gotta show niggas something, you gotta show niggas that sometime, like, in anything. So with this rap shit, it easy to me, man. This shit easy as fuck. Shit easy as fuck.
Now, I want to talk, you mentioned that you did 8 songs with Lil Wayne at one point.
Man, listen, bro. Motherfucker, what I spit is facts. Me, him, and Boo from Boo and Got It. This before Katrina and all that shit.
Yeah.
I think we had shot that Chopper song, that Bad Boy that he had. You remember when Puff had Chopper? And he had Lil Daddy, me and Wayne me and Lil Wayne was on the remix. That's where I met Lil Chucky at. I'm the one that put Lil Chucky out. Moved him and his family to the city when Katrina came and all that, like, fuck with them real strong. Like, when they came to the city, like, them were my people. Looked out for them, you know what I mean? That was my little partner. Same way I did Jacquees
in August Alsina.
And a lot of these niggas, producers, all these niggas. I don't really have to say their name because niggas know what's up, but a lot of people that's in the industry act like they don't know. You know what I mean? And that's what kills me about this industry, the industry people. Like, man, you motherfuckers know I know y'all. I know motherfuckers, like,
do you feel
I
like
know you, like, I'm talking about before the shit and through the shit, and I'm the same nigga. I'm that same nigga.
Yeah, and do you feel like the industry
that shit do something to them people, man?
Nah, for real.
They don't fuck what they talking about. And they be thinking I be mad and something wrong with me and ooh. Do it look like, listen, man. Do it look like something wrong with me, man? Man, look at me, man. Listen, man. Buddy Ho still fuck with me, I swear.
Tell him.
Man, listen, man. Real nigga for real. Hey, they fuck with me in the hood, in the street. Like, I still got my same stripes, same. These niggas done switched up 7, 8 times.
Nigga.
I see it with my own eye, and they mad when I do interviews like this.
So when you have a situation like, you have a relationship with Diddy, where all the work you did with Diddy, when you see Diddy seeing what's going on in the A, he out in the East Coast, but he makes a Bad Boy South. And when you see that from a business perspective.
Diddy made Bad Boy South for us.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been no Bad Boy South.
Facts, it wasn't none until that situation came about.
There was no damn Bad Boy South. Diddy had been to Atlanta, bro, since Biggie died. I thought, right. Real shit.
That's facts.
Nigga, we had Diddy in the middle of the neighborhood.
Facts.
Yeah.
Damn near had him put on the tall T for a minute, man. Damn near.
Yeah, him and Hard, man. I got big love for them people, man. Lil Diddy, listen, man. Him Rock, the whole Bad Boy stuff. I fuck with them folks, cause Diddy looked out for me. I don't know what he did for everybody else, but he saw the sauce, he saw the drip, he wanted some. I gave him some. Ask him.
There you go.
And the crazy part is, you wrote mad songs. You wrote mad songs for Diddy. You did this.
I want to be on my award for one of them songs, bro. Like,
yeah.
I wrote plenty shit for plenty people. I've been giving these niggas bars and lines and sauce and drip or whatever you want to call this shit. Man, these folks better leave me alone.
So let me ask you this. It's crazy because I was saying this. I was like, sometimes you see an artist, and this is before Instagram, right? And you just don't see them dropping music no more, and you think they went away. For you, during that time, were you just doing a lot of writing? Because I did go back and listen. I said, damn, you was dropping consistently. Yeah. It just didn't reach nobody's radar. It didn't reach my radar. You know what I'm saying? What happened with that? Was it like the labels did push it? You went independent? What happened during that time?
I just went doing me. You feel me? Like, you got to be a real music connoisseur and a certain type of motherfucker to listen to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, and whenever I dropped, you going to get it. You see what I'm talking about? So I don't have to do all this extra shit these niggas have to do. And I get money, and I got my publishing, I got my shit to get all my shit. Like, I know what's going on. But I ain't no rapper like these niggas. Like,
yeah, because
I don't give a fuck about
I always
this
felt
shit.
like you was very private because, I follow you on the gram. You keep it very picture.
I show you what I want you to see.
Right. And other niggas be feeling like they got to put their whole life.
They have to. They have to. For you guys.
So, do you feel like that puts you at a disadvantage?
No, it puts me at an advantage. Yeah, because I know who I am.
No, that's big.
I know what I mean. I know what I done. I know where these niggas done got half of their sauce from. These little boys look like me, man.
Tell them.
Man, these little niggas, look at me. They look like me. I been looking like this.
Tell them.
Is y'all motherfucker crazy?
Tell them.
That's a fact, though.
No, I just keep it. See, that's
you
how
been humble
cool,
about your shit.
That's how cool I am.
You been humble about your shit.
If I wanted to flex on these folk, bro, with no diamonds on, no Lamborghini, no Ninja, walk outside and flex, I could do that.
Man, so
I do it all the time.
All the time.
Nah, for real. It's like it's gotten old, damn. It's gotten old, damn. So, 50 Cent, he I believe purchased the rights to make the BMF movie. Do you feel that's something that needs to be made? As far as the story needs to be told.
Hell yeah.
Do you feel you'll get portrayed somewhere in the?
You can't betray me as shit.
No, that's real.
You can't betray me as shit.
But if they did throw you in the movie, what actor would you want to play you, bro?
Man, real nigga.
He said me.
Real nigga.
Fuck you talking about? They ain't got to know. If they got footage and they got pictures and they got anything and all that shit back then, yeah, same nigga.
Nah, real.
Yeah. Y'all might have learned something.
Nah.
Y'all might gonna learn something. I was there. A lot of people like to talk about that shit. Don't know nothing about that shit. Don't know nothing. But that's how we live today. That's what's going on today. Like, We gotta believe the shit that.
Pull up.
Ain't fucking.
Heard stories. What you said? We heard stories.
So
Hey, free Big Meats, man. Shout out to the homies.
Should be home, right?
I hope they do let them come home. Them type need to come home.
So today, what do we got going? You got all these projects. You got the EP.
Fraud just dropped.
Yeah, Fraud.
That's one of the hardest.
Yeah, I just put that out on the, probably like
5 months
a couple
ago.
months ago.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to get too deep into this, but probably like at the beginning of the year, I got locked up on some stupid ass, lame ass shit in this little punk ass county in Atlanta. So I really can't talk too much about it because I'm still going through that shit. But it's sort of like on what the fuck going on right now. That's why I don't do all that extra politicking and talking all that shit. Cause the way everybody keep on talking and doing all this extra racist, black, white shit.
Right.
If you ain't went through it and you ain't doing nothing about it, and you know what I mean, because you can protest all day, bro. We can say Black Lives Matter and all this stuff all day, bro. But if ain't nobody doing nothing about it, if you ain't at these crack, if it's a difference. Like I was trying to tell my people the other night on some real nigga shit. It's the difference between a white person and a cracker, man. These white folk we can deal with. We can deal with these white folks, y'all. Cause it's sometimes it's in their heart that they can understand, like, okay, yeah, we are privileged and we might do need to give these niggas a chance.
Yeah.
You feel me? But these crackers,
Nigga. Oh, they out for blood. They out for blood.
but these crackers,
They out for blood.
we out. Listen, bruh. Listen, man. I'm trying to be. I ain't fuck that politics shit. It just cause y'all some black brothers. Y'all my
Nah,
brothers.
but we know what it is. We in Texas.
Listen, man.
We in Texas.
These crackers,
So we know what it is. We know what it is.
man. These crackers ain't with that bullshit. They like this, man. Y'all know it's fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah.
That shit ain't finna change. How you finna change that, nigga? It's fuck y'all niggas. What's happening?
Yeah. Nah, for real. For real. That's what we see.
And I know this personally, man. I'm dealing with these crackers. I know white folks too. I fuck with white folks. I got a lot of white partners and all of those shit. But these crackers, dog.
Yeah.
Oh no, sir. You gotta let these motherfuckers know who you got me fucked up, bruh.
Yeah.
I am not a slave, and I will not be one.
It's ones that want to make money with you and ones that want to take money from you, man. But I do want to ask, from the situation from, when all the blogs posted about the shooting at whatever mall, whatever, of course that didn't happen. With that coming back as far as anything going forward, do they, the way the media works is, even though you done with that shit, that wasn't me, whatever, cool.
Yeah.
But just seeing your name and your face posted around, because some people just Google, does that ever come back and, affect future dealings with any kind of law enforcement and thing like that?
That was some lame ass shit.
That was some lame ass shit.
That's some lame ass shit. Who would put some shit out on a nigga and say, I shot somebody on some serious shit?
Right.
On some shit that really happened.
You gotta deal with this.
Like, who does that shit?
It
Who
actually
allows
happens.
people to do shit like that?
It happens so much more now, though. It's crazy.
But check this out though. You see how viral that shit went? You see how quick they remember who Jody Breeze was?
Exact face.
You feel me? Like, fuck wrong with y'all lame ass folk. I don't play like that, nigga. I don't play like that. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Like, and people who know me know this.
Right.
That's why they scared to put me on camera. They scared to play me on the radio. Yeah. This shit gonna get real. It'll be back to the basics, nigga.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just keep acting like they gonna keep acting like don't nobody know what's going on.
Man, I actually, I posted your picture and a fan actually said, why they blackball my boy Jody?
You can't blackball me.
That's why I said-
I'm a whole G.
Yeah.
The fuck you gonna blackball me? My nuts is way too big.
Yeah, I was gonna
They
ask.
way too big.
Yeah,
You can't fucking blackball me.
Exactly.
I ain't never stopped doing nothing.
exactly.
What you talking about?
So for people who are like, they want to see you consistently keep dropping, you know what I'm saying? Because you put out frauds, you put out misery. It's like you ain't missed a step. You know what I'm saying?
But I drop every year.
Exactly.
I drop once a year, whether you know it or you don't.
Exactly.
And the people who know it, they still fuck with me the strong way.
Yeah.
They be waiting on it, and they gonna be waiting on it again. You feel me?
But I think certain people see you as like this super, like I definitely do, like see you as like at the top. You know what I'm saying? You've been signed, you've been at the top, and they want to see, they root for you. You know what I'm saying? They root for like superstardom. You know what I'm saying?
And I appreciate, man, I love all my fans. Like, motherfuckers who fuck with me, I got some real fans, bro.
Yeah, fact.
I ain't talking about like these fans these niggas got.
Yeah.
I got the kind of fans like, they fuck with me.
Yeah.
And the balls, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they fuck with me and how I'm coming. You can't beat that. Like, that's the money, that's money to me.
That's real.
It's hard to get people to fuck with you like that.
Now I gotta ask you about your beat selections, because I think you got some of the hardest beat selections. Who do you work with? Because it's like, whatever beats you pick always seem to fit your style perfect. Like,
It really be young cat. I fuck with motherfuckers who don't nobody be knowing yet. Like my little partner Cross and Drug Money and Coffin, like some couple little guys I'm fucking with now. On this project I got coming out called Last of a Dead Breed. It's stupid hard.
Right.
And on some real shit, I'll put my catalog up against any nigga's catalog too.
Oh shit.
To some niggas who know to some niggas who know music.
Yeah, oh shit.
Nigga. Like if you know music, nigga, I got a catalog
Nah, for real.
with everybody on it.
Real for real.
hey, if you were to do a
The
versus,
fuck?
you know, like in versus battles, you could play songs that you've either been on or written for. What song would you pull out that would surprise everybody?
What, to my song that I've written?
Like a song that you've written that people would not know that you've written, that you could pull out that would surprise everybody in a hit battle.
Yeah, I wrote a lot of shit like that would surprise them.
Yeah, you know how.
Oh shit. He wrote that?
Yeah, niggas probably like, damn, you wrote the song with Diddy with the Pussycat Dolls. Niggas probably wouldn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So what song would you?
Yeah, one of them would be one. Like the one with the Pussycat Dog. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't know that I even wrote for Diddy, period. Yeah, I wrote all the Jacquees shit since he was like 15, 16. I had him like when he was in high school, and everything that like every CD I had that he was on, I always wrote for Jacquees.
So you got him on that King of R&B shit.
Yeah. You like you put this here?
Pretty much, like that. But it's just like that's my little brother, and I always told him like, look, bro, niggas ain't fucking with you.
Nah, for real. That's how he
You
should.
feel what I'm
move.
saying?
That's how he's
And
supposed to.
you gotta feel like that, and he his own man. I'm proud of him. I'm glad he doing what he doing. That's my little nigga. I fuck with him.
Nah, for real.
Mon Dukes, the whole nine. They know what's up. See, but I just don't do a lot of talking about that. A lot of people don't know that.
Now, as you came up in this game and you've dealt with a lot of people, and we were just talking about the character of different individuals you've dealt with, would you say you've been proud or disappointed as far as characters of individual?
I wouldn't say that because I can't judge nobody. Now, I ain't perfect, so I can't judge these people. But you know, it's a lot of shit that done happened and done went on that people know the facts to, and they still act like they don't know the facts to. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I let it be what it be, and it is what it is.
Man, it seems like even right now, man, you move like with a smaller circle than you moved with when you first got in.
I move the same way.
With that being said,
I move the same way.
you came in with a lot of legendary names that's, you know, made their own names in the game. Is there any one particular loss that took place with someone that you were affiliated with that hit you personally?
I say I don't think it was it's been nobody that I had like a loss with that if it wasn't like on me. You know what I mean? Because I'm more the person that I don't fuck with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to say that you don't fuck with me. Yeah. When, bro, come on, you know I don't really fuck with y'all.
Like, nigga, I ain't move left or right.
Yeah, and people do that so much to it's like they want everybody to think that, you know what I mean? No, I ain't that kind. I'm really the one that like, I don't really give a fuck, bro. But if I fuck with you and you fuck with me, then I fuck with you, nigga.
So let me ask you this: Are you still signed to Bad Boy South or Jazze Fade?
I
You
ain't
just straight
signed
independent?
nothing.
Got you.
I'm not signed to anything.
Okay. Has anybody tried to sign you?
Yes, I had a lot of people try to be like, hey, bro, we can do this, and yeah, bro, hey, if you do this and if you do that, then woo, like, yeah, that's cool, but I like my life, bro.
Right.
Like, niggas just don't know what I be doing. It's your fault, but I be doing a lot of shit.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever wanted to, you know, get people in tune as far as, you know, a lot of people who attain your success are using other avenues other than music, like, you know, whether it's podcasting or, you know, jumping on reality shows.
I don't think they want me to have a podcast.
So they don't want to give Jody Breeze no goddamn reality show.
I don't think they want me to have a podcast.
Hey, what would you call a Jody Breeze reality show, man?
Listen, bruh. You can't put me on no motherfucking podcast, bruh.
No, you the type of nigga that would go viral on the podcast.
You can't
bro.
put me on the podcast.
No, you are the
bruh.
reason. No, niggas like you are the niggas would tune in faithfully.
Listen.
Can't tame it.
You can't put me on no goddamn podcast, man.
Nah, that's real. So,
Hey, let me ask this: have you seen Diddy sacrifice a goat?
What?
Now you know how they be saying P Diddy like he the Illuminati and they be
I'm not finna
sacrificing.
say nothing bad about Puff Daddy, P Diddy, Sean Diddy.
Sean get called all the monikers. All the names. Nah, for real. So then, you know, at the end of things, you know, most cats do want to sit back and start writing you know, autobiography about themselves, writing a book about their life. Have you ever thought of doing that, putting pen to pad and getting all the shit at least jotted down for somebody to consume one day?
I've been thinking about writing a book, but get what I'm writing the book about?
How to get money?
These bitches.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
Hey, listen, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen, man.
Hey, man.
Listen, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen, man.
Hey.
Lil Champion.
Hey, a bitch got life fucked up out here these days.
Nigga.
These hoes done lost they motherfucking marbles, bro.
Nigga. Man.
Who the fuck told these hoes that they them bitches, man?
Man, I can name a couple.
Man, listen, man.
Let these
I'll
bitches
write
tell
a
you.
biography about me later. These bitches got life fucked up out here, y'all.
Not for real.
The fuck told these hoes that, man, listen, man, y'all nigga, man, y'all lame ass, man, y'all nigga better stop playing with these hoes.
So, you know,
Fuck.
we haven't lived in your level of success. So I'm just curious, you know, as far as how wild did it get on tour back in the height of, you know, shit for Jody Breeze? What's a wild story?
Man, let me tell you something. Motherfucker might think I'm flexing, but I don't do no flex. Them niggas used to have to come to my room for the bitch. Fuck, huh?
Let me borrow.
Yeah, them niggas had to come to my floor. Yeah. I pick what I want, and y'all can have the rest of it.
That's some real shit.
They know I ain't flex. Anybody who know that was around, anything, that shit still go on today.
Nigga, we gonna get a coaster.
Hey, but get what? I'm just a grown man. I've grown. You feel me? I've grown. I've learned that, look, these women, I treat a woman like a woman. I treat a bitch like a motherfucking bitch.
That's all of us now.
Point blank, period.
That's it.
Now, when it comes for writing for artists, let's say you got a nigga you know he a sucker, but the bag is plentiful. Do you still do that work for him?
I don't really do nothing for the bag. I ain't never really did nothing just for the bag. That's why motherfuckers look at me how they look at me. You feel me? Cause I ain't just going for the bag.
Right. Do you feel like you're too real for this fake ass industry? Cause I can see it to where like you could do some shit, but you just stand on too much morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? To do certain shit. Man,
I'm Malcolm X with this shit, Martin Luther King with this shit, but you gotta shoot me, stupid. I ain't switching up. Nigga. And I'm just as flies and just as a star, just as much as any one of these motherfuckers y'all look at how you look at. But I'm not switching up for this shit. It's too much to stand on, it's too much to live for. Like I'm talking like I tell people all the time, I do this shit for my granddad and them and my grandmama and you know, some of my old uncles and some of my people that I look up to, like, they showed me how to be like this. This ain't about no rap, no industry, none of that shit, bro. First you gotta know who the fuck you is and be who you is.
Being young with all that you know, with all that fame, they didn't change you at all in the least bit.
Not one bit, and that was the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It was changing everything around me. Like everybody else is changing with the fame and the money and the, And I'm staying saying like, what the fuck is y'all like? Why you? Oh, so it's like that?
What's one of the what's one of the most disappointing things about the industry? Would you say?
I don't know if I would use the word disappointing. I would use like, it's like, I don't know. It's unnecessary.
What would you say is like the most unnecessary shit?
Like, if you don't fuck with somebody, bro, just don't fuck with them, dog. Don't act like you fuck with folks, bro. Why are y'all doing that?
That's facts.
Because when you do that, you create beef.
That's facts.
That is beef. Nigga, you know you don't like me.
It would have never existed. Goddamn it.
Now we finna see who got the biggest balls. Who got the more money? Who fuck the more bitches? Who wear the more jewelry? Who do the more? We already got to worry about these crowds. You think I'm worried about your motherfucking necklace, goof ass nigga?
Exactly.
Think I give a fuck about your goddamn car and your house and these lame ass hoes? Like, y'all niggas gotta get bigger. These niggas, but they be saying this shit, but they go out here and be like that.
Yeah.
Like, niggas talk this same real nigga shit, then go out here and be like that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me, shot. I kick it how I kick it, man.
For real. For everything that, you know, you learned in the game so far, if you could go back and either do one or two things different, what would you have done in hindsight?
I don't see that. I don't like that. I ain't gonna never do nothing different because I really fuck with my life though. I mean, coming from where I come from and making it how I made it and do what I done did. Cause I done did some shit that you can't really do a movie about.
No, that's facts.
You know what I mean? So, and quiet.
That's facts. That's facts.
Like, you know, I ain't mad at shit. I ain't trying to change shit. I fuck with it. I'm glad everything happened how it happened because it taught me and showed me what I need to see.
If you could do it over, would you go before Jazze on Boyz in the Hood?
Nah, because to be honest with you, Trick Daddy supposed to be on that song.
Oh, what?
Trick Daddy didn't like it.
Did he say why he didn't like it?
He just didn't like it. That's why he ended up getting on a song called Pussy Motherfucker on that same album.
But it sounds like, you know, cause I'm a thug. I mean, there's certain things that in that song that I think Trick would have, you know, but I get it.
Trick used to fuck with me, man. That's the first rapper who took me, bought a hotel room for me, brought me to Miami, showed me everything. Like Trick, the first rapper who took me and been like, hey, fuck with you, little nigga. Trick used to tell me that them niggas was some haters. Trick used to tell me back then, like, hey, them niggas some haters, bro. Like, but you that nigga, but them niggas really some haters. Swear to God, ask them.
That's real. So even as of now,
I bet they didn't know that.
Nah, for real. And he was already in the game, you know what I'm saying? So he could peep shit. Yeah, nigga could peep shit early on.
And shout out to Trick, they're my partner. Real shit. Shout out to Ross, that my brother too, they're my partner though.
Nah, for real. And to even get to this level, man, as far as just everything that you learn, you know, some money can't buy you everything in the world. You know, money can't, you know, make a fake nigga real. Can't do none of that.
Money can't buy you shit, but what's ever on the shelf.
There you go.
That's it, nigga.
There you go.
You can't get shit else out of it with no motherfucking money, nigga.
There you go.
It ain't doing nothing for you. It ain't, I don't give a fuck what you go get, what you go buy. It ain't doing shit for your inside, nigga.
And even for you, as far as, you know, defining wealth, for you as far as your quality of life, how do you define, you know, wealth?
Not ever working for another motherfucker. Nigga.
There you go.
And I don't do that.
Own it. That's right. Read.
Now, you riding from the A to Texas.
I flew from the A to Texas.
Okay, you gonna fly from the A to Texas?
Yeah.
You got three soundtracks to pick from. I don't know how far the flight is. I know it's an 18-hour drive.
I'm not doing that.
Plane.
I'm not doing that. And then you gotta drive through Mississippi and all that old shit.
Oh, all that shit.
Yeah, nah, I'm not doing that.
What's three CDs? What's your top three CDs you gonna listen to on that flight? That you can only pick three.
But y'all get what I be listening to. Do y'all wanna know what I be listening to for real?
Yeah.
Man, I be listening to goddamn John P. Key and the goddamn and the choir and shit. With John P. Key and that choir, I be listening to Fred Hammond and shit like that. Nigga, I be listening to goddamn all that old good shit.
Straight up.
I might listen to some R&B every now and then, but I do not be listening to these folks. I hear it. You feel me? I hear it when I hear it. I ain't listen to that shit, dog. Y'all got me fucked up, bro.
Is it a reason why you don't listen to it? Is it just
I just ain't got time. I've been listening. I be trying.
You feel like niggas ain't talking about shit.
You done went through the auto-tune era, the mumble era.
And then get what these folk be saying.
What?
On the GOAT.
Yeah. Nigga be 2 songs in.
Nigga, you the what?
Nigga be 2 songs in.
If I had a dollar for every goat emoji I seen, bro.
You fucking lamb. You's a fucking lamb. Man, listen, man. Stop playing. Y'all play too goddamn much.
Man,
I gotta
they play too much.
I gotta ask you this, man. Do they still do the DJs and radio still show you support? Like when you drop music, they own it? Like, you know, to me, I would think you'd be considered. Radio? Yeah, in Atlanta, like I would.
No, I don't really do radio. I could fuck with the people still at the radio.
They don't play your music still?
They will, you know, they play some shit, you know what I mean? But as far as just me going and doing all the radio events and all that other shit, I don't do all that.
That's real.
Eventually, they gonna have to play this shit, man.
Eventually.
They ain't playing frauds? That shit hard, man.
They scared to play my music.
Bro, fraud is a motherfucking fool, man.
They are scared to play my music. If you put any of my music in the midst of whatever you playing right now,
it's killing it.
Man, listen, man. These folks know. Even some of the rap, I fuck with a whole lot of rappers out here too. Like a lot of the young niggas too. Like they respect me. They know what's up. Like they know. Like they know Breeze.
Everybody know.
Yeah. So what they tell you?
That's what I'm saying.
If everybody know that means it's a lot of people at the top or that.
Did you rub somebody wrong?
Did I rub them wrong?
Like what, who's blocking it? Like
they know. Motherfuckers rub me, and I rub back. That ain't my fault. I'm a grown ass man. I don't give a damn what this is. Like doing the interview right now by me saying this. If another rapper or another PR be telling the artist like, wait.
They in the back getting interview.
What are you doing?
They in the back waving.
Man, I can kiss my motherfucking ass, man. Hey, you talking about? Bitch, I'm hard. Listen, y'all. I'm hard, y'all. These bars are hard, y'all. I come from this shit for real, y'all.
Nah, for real.
You feel me? Yeah. Like, these niggas been jacking my swag for a long time, y'all. I can name hell of these niggas who think they me, man. Listen, I know this. I know me. I can look in the mirror and look at me and then look at another nigga and be like, nigga, I know if you been listening to me, bruh.
He's a nigga.
I know if you been looking at me, man.
Nigga watch the BET Awards and just start pointing at nigga.
Man, you got me fucked up. You think y'all niggas ain't been no Jody Breeze fan. You stupid. And I'm not being conceited or arrogant or anything. Guess what I'm doing? I'm telling the truth.
That's real. You mentioned the young niggas, man. You came in the game young and they picked you out from the streets. For the young niggas that's watching this right now that are, 17, 18, getting to success, coming from the streets, coming from that real shit, but this industry ain't that. This industry, you gotta shake a lot of hands that people you don't know. You gotta meet new niggas every day. And therefore you gotta put on like almost a front to try to think about getting into a bag. It's almost like you gotta adjust to fame. Your shit happened very quick. What advice would you give a young nigga coming into game that does see success like within a year from 0 to 100 to how to adjust to that kind of fame and adjust, coming from some real shit to get into this industry?
I mean, now it's different now. So like now you can do that now. You know what I mean? Like you can build a star. You can come out and build a star like this fast, or it can take you a year to build a star. It don't matter because you're on the internet. So it's really how you balance your image online. Cause online, if you winning online right now, then you're winning. You feel me? So I never understand this shit, but this is the world we live in. You have to have 1 million followers and you have to say this and that for you to be somebody. If that shit is how the world gonna continue to go, Donald Trump, people like Donald Trump gonna continue to be the president of the United States of America. Fuck, you gotta be a damn dummy to think that to go off of something on the internet. Come on, man. And no offense to this part, what we doing right now. We gotta do this.
Now, if you
But
vote
we
for
also
Donald Trump, fuck you.
we also gotta say this kind of shit on this kind of shit.
And if you voted for Donald Trump, fuck you.
Man, with fuck you with a sick dick. I'm talking about lame ass, stupid ass.
Yeah.
And if you vote for Donald Trump
Again.
this time,
Boy, you a sick nigga. Go out to the back.
hey, this shit crazy, bro.
So is there anybody in the A right now that's coming up that you feel like got it? Is there any artists, young artists coming up right now?
A lot of them little niggas got it. Majority of them little niggas got it, even in their own little campaign they got going on. I like a couple of them little young niggas from the city. Yeah.
Now, if you wasn't doing anything musically and you could be doing something in a profession that you would enjoy, what would that be?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna continue to write. You know what I mean? I want to continue to just like do songs for other artists and stuff right now. Like, cause right now I'm still writing for Jazze. I just did a couple songs for him, and
They crazy too.
yeah, I got a couple little records that I'm doing with some people that you ain't heard of before. Like, I still be exercising and doing what I do, but I think I'm gonna low key be writing this shit, and I want to get me a little basketball team. I got a couple detail shots too, low key. So I started like a little Breeze Supreme, called Breeze Supreme. Got contracts with dealerships and all of those kind of shit too.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm gonna ask about those endeavors. Are those you gonna build on that?
Still doing what I do, man.
Why this nigga chilling?
Yeah.
So
Doing what I do.
I'm glad you're talking about investments, because we had a young nigga come out by the name of 42 Doug.
Mm-hmm.
And the first bar of his song with Lil Baby was, "Before I go broke like Jock." Now, everybody know Jock got stupid long paper. But is it because he's not on the scene like everybody thinking, or he ain't riding the newest body, whatever, or got a, like you say, he doesn't appear that he be on, or he, whatever that may be. What is the most common misconception about Jody Breeze and not being on the scene like everybody think he's supposed to?
The only misconception is people think they know you. That's the only misconception. Because the only way to know a person is to fucking know a person.
It's facts.
Man. And that shit might just went over everybody's head.
It's facts. Now, before we get out of here, I do want to just touch on, you doing these interviews, people don't hear from you all the time, but when they do hear from you, you're always looking well, you're always doing, you're doing well. I always go back to that Vlad TV interview you did. Mm-hmm. And you started when Vlad was like, when it wasn't too HD.
Right.
And then, so that shows how long you've been in the game and fucking with this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you keep elevating.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You might have been his first guest, man.
I used to fuck with all of them cats that did that shit like that before anybody was fucking. You know what I mean? And they was some real hustlers.
Nah, for real.
Like, them boys was grinding them cameras, man.
Exactly. So it's a blessing for you to come through and, stop and talk with us.
Yes, sir. It's all good. I appreciate y'all.
I always got to ask this because I just got to know, because I always ask the ladies, does a regular bitch have a chance with Jody Breeze? And when I say regular, I mean that old 9-to-5 call center,
I don't give a damn about none of that shit. Hell yeah, she stand a chance. 9 to 5, them the ones you can mold to not having a 9 to 5. Man, fuck all that 9 to 5. I don't know who the fuck came up with that. Just because you got a motherfucking 9 to 5, these bougie ass, lame ass folk act like they ain't never fuck with nobody who work.
That's big fact.
Get the fuck out of here, man. But motherfuckers get a little money, man. These folks get some money, man.
Man, for real. Like, goddamn, they feel like
you get these lame ass folks some money, man, and then get what? I don't care what none of you motherfuckers say. Listen, look at me. I remember when a lot of you motherfuckers ain't have no money. When you supposed to have some money.
Real
now
Street
all
Stars.
of a sudden the world unchained. You can get you some money now, can't you? Fuck out my favorite, all that lame ass shit.
Do you feel like we're gonna go back to normal after this
Fuck
corona?
no, normal is over with.
There you go. There you go.
Get yourself a gun.
Big fucking facts.
I'm gonna tell you the realest shit. I
Hey.
told my partner this shit. I said, I was like, I tell my brother, hey man, you need to get you something, nigga. Pea shooter, something, nigga. He said, well, you know the law, they might. I said, that shit ain't for the law niggas, for three crackers who feel like they want to try you one day. They see you and you by yourself, nigga, that fire come with that. Nigga.
Hey, listen, bro.
You got a rope, I got some fire.
You just gotta get yourself a gun, man.
That's it.
Period, bro.
Start with that.
Hey man, you got any shout outs, brother?
Man, I want to give a shout out to the whole D, man. Shout out to y'all
Man.
boys, man, coming through, you know, showing love, kicking how y'all kick it. You know, give a shout out to the city, ATL, you know, still running shit, still doing what they doing, still got them dropping that flavor, giving them folk that sauce. Keep going, holla at your partner Breeze. I'm out of this motherfucker, man.
Wait, hold on. Before you go, if you want to get in contact with you for any bookings or features, how would they do that?
You can hit my email for the bookings or the features and all that old kind of shit. YGR, it's YGRbooking@gmail.com, and my Instagram is Breeze_YGR. Twitter is Jody Breeze_YGR. Facebook, Jody Breeze. I don't really do Facebook. I really don't do Twitter. You might catch me on Instagram. So, you know, if I holler at you, if I see you, I'ma holler at you. If I don't, I still love you. You got love for me, I got love for you.
Man, you
Straight
already
like
know
that.
what it is. Jody Breeze and this bitch, Real Life Street Stars. A legend in the motherfucking building. Hey man, if you ain't on top of this shit,
Appreciate it.
you lost.
Shout out Reality Street Stars, nigga. Move it. Hey.